Let us start the program with this quote: "A little progress each day adds up to the big research." Today, the first session is handled by Dr. J.M.Saboo sir, titled Teaching, Learning and Evaluation in Assessment and Accreditation. Before stepping into the session, let me introduce Dr. J.M.Saboo sir from Shankarlal Khandelwal College, Akola, Maharashtra. Has 22 years of teaching experience. He wrote one book named Richard Dow, a thematic study of her poems. He has edited nearly 7 books. He is acting as chairperson of all college level committees. He received many UGC grants. Under his administrative, proposal has been sent for college with potential excellence. Dr. J.M.Saboo sir work towards research is admirable. He translated Nagnath Kotapalli's short stories Varsha and Gunda, avenues to meet our quality expectations in higher education in India, democratic decentralization and Panchayat Raj institutions in India, factors responsible for altitude, aptitude, and attitude towards English language in rural area, and the new women in the novel of Manju Kapoor. He has acted as resource person of seminars for various institutions. He has attended more than 10 numbers of conferences. His contribution towards university level are Chairman, Board of Studies in Languages and Faculty of Science, SGBAU, Amravati, Member in Academic Council, Member in Board of University Teachers Research and BZ nominee and subject expert for CAS to many colleges. Dr. J.M.Saboo sir has acted as chairman of LEC Committee for Affiliation and VC nominee for LRT College, Akola. He is one of the subject experts for selection of principals and assistant professors. He has received Nation Builder Award by Rotary, Award by Maheshwari Sabraj Trust. I am very delightful to invite Dr. J.M.Saboo sir to present the topic Teaching, Learning and Evaluation in Assessment and Accreditation. Sir, I hand over the session to you, please, sir.
So, at the very outset, good morning to all participants and the resource person dignitaries present for this online FDP program. Now, we are in the second day of this FDP program and third session of this program. I myself want to introduce you that I am Dr. J.M.Saboo, Principal of Shankarlal Khandelwal College, Akola, Maharashtra. And recently, I have worked as a member of NAC committee in the aegis or in the leadership of our Honorable Dr. Professor Muthichilan sir, and so far as biodata is concerned, already she has given the glimpse of it. So I once again what we call welcome all of you in this FDP program. But before going to start my lecture, I would like to give the thanks to the principal of VHNSN Autonomous College, Virudnagar, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Sundar Pandian, and again also the secretary of Pearls Foundation, a foundation for education excellence, Professor K. Muthichelian, for arranging such a nice FDP program for all participants. And also I am thankful to them for providing me opportunity to interact with you people. So definitely I think that I will you will definitely learn or get information from this FDP program, but at the same time I will also get the opportunity to interact with you or enhance my knowledge or to what we call modify my knowledge. So thank you very much to the organizing college and the foundation. At the same time, the team which is continuously working, that is Mr. Prem and all his technical team who are continuously in contact with me. So all of you know that my topic is teaching, learning and evaluation in assessment and accreditation. before going to plunge into the topic, all of you know that everybody gives the introduction, and I had also prepared introduction. But when yesterday I attended the first session and the second session, first session of Professor Muttichelian and second session of Dr. Joseph, I came to know that so many things I wanted to give in the introduction was covered by them. So some slides of my what we call presentations, first 7 or 8 slides, I feel that they may have been skipped over. So I am going to start it. I will just give you the bird's eye view again, or a review of it to you. See, yesterday, importance of higher education in India was spoken by Professor Muttichelian. Again, I have some information about higher education in ancient time. He also talk about it, that in the olden days we had gurukuls, and acharyas were the head of the gurukuls, and our children used to take their education in gurukuls, and after completing education from gurukuls they used to come to society and start their careers. Okay, and so I feel that I must not spend much more time in speaking about the ancient education in India. So already it has been given to you. Further, he also spoke about higher education in colonial time. So uh, when Britishers came to India, they brought their what we call higher education or education system in India, and inculcated it by founding the first university, that Madras University, and it has also mentioned by Professor Muttichelian. And thereafter, when we become independent, how our higher education grew, that also I would like to just focus it upon. So all these points were covered by Honorable Sir. That's why I skipped this slide. But before going to skip this slide, I would like to tell you, just categorize you the education in India. See, education in India is divided in 3 layers. That is, 3 tiers. Tiers of education are there in India. That is primary education, that is first to fourth standard, and nowadays pre-primary has been started. Uh, Thereafter, secondary school education, that is fifth to 10th, and nowadays after Kothari Commission's recommendation, 11th and 12th has been started, and we have higher secondary education, that is up to fifth to 10th. When we appear for the examination, we get the SSC certificate, secondary school certificate, and after completing 11th and 12th we get HSSC, that is higher secondary school certificates. So this secondary school education is there. The what we call point, I mean, noticing point in higher secondary education is that up to the 10th all professionals are the same. All students, all children are on the same level. That you may think those who are the professional, doctors, engineers, lawyers, or businessmen, entrepreneurs, all they are on the same level up to the 10th standard. But thereafter, after completing 10th, as soon as they have to go for higher secondary education, they have the 3 stream: arts, commerce, and science. According to their aptitude, interest, they opt it and complete 11th, 12th, and thereafter we have entrance examinations like NEET, JEE, all these things for engineering, medical, and even that is CAT and all those things. And after finishing that, we get entry in higher education. And what is higher education? Higher education is graduation, post-graduation, MPhil, PhD, etc. things are there. Let me tell you one thing about higher education. So far as primary and secondary education is concerned, it is only to learn, I mean, at primary education level, the languages. At secondary education level, general science, general mathematics, and all these things. But so far as higher education is concerned, higher education has been treated as the tool to produce human resource. And that's why higher education comes under the aegis of HRD ministry, that is Human Resource Development Ministry. And UGC is nothing but the autonomous body of higher second human resource development ministry. So higher education is treated as the tool to the what we call a human resource. And simply human resource, it means that after completing graduation, post graduation, everybody wills to have start his career either in the form of service or the self employment or entrepreneurship or professional consultancy, like that. Now see, how NAC came into the existence. It is a question before we people. All of you know that higher education after post-independence, after some time, started losing its importance or quality. And in 1986, there was a debate in the parliament and in the government that there should have been something should have been there to maintain the quality of higher education. And out of that national policy of education in 1986, this recommendation came, program of action in POA 1992 advocated the establishment of independent accreditation agency. And as per the recommendation of MHRD, UGC has formed NAC, that autonomous body for accreditation and assessment and accreditation of higher education institutes. And it is governed by Executive Council and General Council and all representatives of MHRD, UGC, and some higher education institutes are there in this EC and Executive Council and General Council. So this is how NAC came into the existence. But one noticeable point is that NAC alone is not the external quality assurance agency in India. So far as the domain of the NAC is concerned, it accreditates, it assures quality in all categories of higher education institutes, institutional and program wise. But along with it, we have the technical education too, that is run by AICTE. So for the institutions which are controlled by AICTE, NBA has been what we call established, that is National Board of Accreditation in 1994, and the domain of it is the technical education. Like this, in 2002, Accreditation Board was formed by ICAR for what we call controlling or what we call assuring quality in agricultural education. Like this, again distance education has got good what you call response in India from so many people, those who can't go to the colleges or learn full time. So DEC was also established in 1992 by IGNOU. So these are some external quality assurance agencies in India which assures quality in different domains. Now, you know that NAC from the very initial starting identified 7 criteria for assessment and accreditation. Whether it will be university, autonomous college, affiliated UG college or affiliated PG college or constituent college, but it has identified 7 criteria. But recently, whatever the revised accreditation framework came in February 2020, they have given us the key indicators. So there are 34 key indicators. It is also focused upon by Professor Muthi Chelan yesterday. That is, there are 34 key indicators for universities. So far as autonomous colleges are concerned, also 34 key indicators. So far UG colleges are concerned, 31 key indicators. And so far as PG colleges are concerned, there are 32 key indicators. After this key indicator, there is the micro analysis of the things which we have to deal in these key indicators, and they are divided, further divided into quantitative and qualitative metrics. So far as qualitative metrics are concerned, for universities there are 36. So far as autonomous colleges are concerned, 35. For UG colleges they are 35, and for PG colleges they are 36. You all of you can see in the slide on in the presentation better. And so far as quantitative metrics are concerned, for universities they are 79, for autonomous college they are 72, for affiliated college they are 58, and for PG colleges they are 60. So in all, for university they are 115, for autonomous college they are 107, for affiliated UG colleges they are 93, and for PG college they are 96. Now you see that accreditation weightages is done uh, in total 1000 points. And how these 1000 points are divided? They are given, or the weightages are given. You may see the chart that according to the different criteria, the weightages are given, and according to different higher education institute, to that is university, autonomous college, affiliated colleges, etc. So far as curricular aspect is concerned, university has 150, autonomous college has 150, and affiliated colleges UG PG has 100. Here you may have got some question in mind that why university 150, autonomous colleges 150, and UG college has only 100. So you will come to know that most of the curriculum is designed for affiliated colleges and UG or PG maybe at university level. So that job goes to university, that's why. And so far as autonomous colleges concerned, they prepare their own curriculum, so of different programs and all those things. So that's why they have 150. But so far as teaching, learning and evaluation is concerned, you will see somewhat different reflection on the board, and that is for university it is 200, for autonomous colleges is 300, and for affiliated colleges and PG colleges it is 350. And this criteria I will have to deal today here, and that's why I would like to just tell you why it is so. So all of you know that the strength of the student at the affiliated college is more. In any university, more or less all over India, you will see 90% of the UG education. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, I know it very well that most of the education is done at UG college level, and the colleges are run by private society and aided by the government. In some states it may not be there, but most of the enrollment is done at college level. That's why most of the teaching happens at UG level, and that's why it has 350. So far as the autonomous college, the idea of autonomous college has recently come, and we have getting so many colleges transformed into autonomous colleges, and that's why it has got 300 marks. And so far as universities are concerned, universities have only PG departments and research. So that's why they have 200 marks. But on contrary, when we go to research, consultancy and extension, this third criterion, you will find that university has 250, autonomous college has 150, and so far as UG and PG colleges are concerned, 110 and 120. So research is expected from the college very less. So infrastructure and infrastructure and learning resources, only 100 marks are there. Student support and progression, the university and autonomous colleges have 100 marks, and thereafter only PG and UG college has 140 and 130. Governance and leaderships have 100, and innovation and best practices have 100. This is how the 1000 total of 1000 is before you. Now this image has been prepared by me, that teaching, learning and evaluation, you all may have been sitting under the fan, and you may be looking toward the fan. You will see that a rotor is there which has attached with the what we call their and rod is there. So main part of the fan is teaching, learning and evaluation, and it has got 350 marks in our affiliated colleges and autonomous college. And blades I have shown, they are also very important in producing the air, and producing the air, it gives the innovation and best practices to society. So now, these weightages already we talked about. Why weightages are given differently, and so I skip this slide. And now we directly come to my criterion, which has been assigned to me, teaching, learning, and evaluation. So first of all, going to give you the micro analysis of this criteria. I would like to read out the aim of the criterion, which has been given by NAC itself. That this criterion pertains to the efforts of an institution to serve students of different backgrounds and ability through effective teaching learning experiences, interactive instructional techniques that engage students in higher order thinking and investigation through the use of interviews, focused group discussion, debates, projects, presentation, experiments, practicum, internship, application of ICT resources are important considerations. It also probes into the adequacy, competence, and well continuous professional development of the faculty who handle the programs of study. The efficiency of the techniques used to continuously evaluate the performance of teachers and students is also a major concern of this criterion. From this, you may have come to know that what is very important, that effective teaching learning is very important. And how that can be made? It can be made by interviews, focused group discussions, debates, project, ICT equipment, all these things. And at the same time, when we are thinking of the learning, teaching is also very important. That's why in the third line it has been said, faculty who handles the programs of study. So the quality or competence of the faculty is also seen here. And lastly, the improvement of both the teachers and student is the major concern of this criteria. Now see the indicator wise analysis, that is student enrollment and profile. It has got 10 marks on university level, 20 marks on autonomous college level, and 40 marks on affiliated for colleges. So far as catering of students diversity is concerned, university carries 20 marks, autonomous college carries 30 marks, and affiliated college 50 marks. So far as teaching and learning process is concerned, 20 marks for university, 50 marks for autonomous college, and 50 marks for affiliated college. Teachers profile and quality, university has got 50, autonomous college has got 50, and affiliated college has got 60 marks, right? Now evaluation process and reforms are concerned, that university has got 40 marks, autonomous college has got 50 marks, and affiliated college got 30 marks. Student performance and learning outcome, university has got 30, autonomous colleges have got 50, and affiliated colleges have got 60. So far as student satisfaction survey is concerned, universities carry 30 marks, autonomous college carry 50 marks, and affiliated college carry 60 marks. So this is how that distribution has been put before you. Now we have first what we call key indicator, and these key indicators are further divided into the metrics, quantitative and qualitative. So see 2.1 student enrollment and profile. In student enrollment and profile, you will see 2.1.1, that is what is the demand ratio and average enrollment has been asked. And so far as demand ratio is concerned, demand ratio has been expected from the universities, and the formula of demand ratio has been number of eligible applications received divided by number of the seats available. This is only for the universities, because so far as universities are concerned, there is the demand of the admission, but so far as autonomous colleges and affiliated colleges are concerned, there only average enrollment percentage has been asked, because there may be in so many colleges, and some seat may go vacant, so far as demand is not concerned in rural area and like that. So this is to be given. All this I have prepared is from the data templates provided by the NAC. So I have simplified it for your understanding, and that data template you can visit a NAC website and see. So far as this is the quantitative matrix, so there is nothing to describe much more. Only this formula should have been used, and add your values, and give them the demand ratio asked at university level, and what is called average enrollment ratio at autonomous college level and affiliated college level. So far as uh, uh, second 2.1.2 is concerned, it has been asked average seats filled uh, of the category student, that is SC, ST, OBC, Divyanjan, etc. And for that, for university level 5 marks are assigned, for autonomous level 10 marks are assigned, and for affiliated college 20 marks are assigned. It has also got the formula that percentage per year number of students admitted from reserved category into 100 divided by number of seats allotted to reserved category as per rule. We will have to give the numbers and produce the average what we call percentage of the seat fields. So this data is asked over there. Further, in 2.2, catering to students diversity. So see, this is the qualitative metric, not quantitative metric. Here, university level 10 marks are assigned, for autonomous colleges 15 marks are assigned, and for affiliated college 30 marks are assigned. So what we have to see, at college level we will have to take the aptitude test with the help of MCQ test preparing, and we should categorize advanced learners and slow learners. We have to decide the cutoff percentage of advanced learners and slow learners. And after deciding the advanced learners and slow learners, we have to provide them with the programs. So far as slow learners are concerned, programs for slow learners, we can teach them bridge courses. We can conduct separate classes for them. Continuous follow-up of slow learners should have been taken, so that they can be promoted to upper level, that is advanced level. So far as advanced learners are concerned, we can provide them with the advanced project materials. There are so many national and international institutes. They conduct summer camps, winter camps. So we can counsel them to attend those camps. We can counsel them to participate in conferences, workshop, symposium, like this. And last but not, it is also on college level, we can assign them the activities like review report writing, etc. So this is what the quantitative matrix, and we will have to put it in 250 words or more in while writing the SSR. So, and 2.2 is concerned. 2.2 is concerned student teacher ratio. It is quantitative matrix. Just you will have to give the strength of the students and the strength of the teachers, and you can give how many students are there to one teacher. So the marks given for this quantitative metric is 10 for university, autonomous college 15, affiliated college 20. Then there is the what we call third key indicator, that is teaching and learning process. So far as teaching learning process is concerned, that we have 2.3.1, that is how do the institutions enhance learning experience. This is a qualitative matrix, and how we will have to give them that the weightages are 6 marks for universities, autonomous college 15 marks, and for affiliated college 20 marks. So how we can do it? Student-centric methods can be applied. That is experiential learning, participative learning, problem-solving method, etc., which we apply and how its results should have been what we call described in this matrix. Next matrix is use of ICT in teaching. So far as ICT is concerned, nowadays, even whatever the program is going on, this is with the help of ICT we are conducting. So ITC has got its own space nowadays in this era of COVID-19. So we have so many courses, NPTEL courses, MOOC lecture method, MIT freeware lecture modules. So all these are available, and which we apply or which we make available to our students should have been mentioned over here. And the what we call the weightages here are for university 6, and for autonomous college 15, and for affiliated college 15. Further, 2.3.3 ratio of mentor to mentee for academic and other issues. Again, it is a quantitative matrix. We just have to give the ratio, how many mentees are there to one mentor. That is just total strength of your college divided by the mentors you have appointed, and you will get the ratio. So for this, there is 8 marks, 10 marks for autonomous colleges, and 15 marks for affiliated colleges. I'm keeping it fast because I know that time is running out of our hand and only 20 minutes are remaining. I have the watch before me to see all these things, so that's why I'm doing that. Thereafter, there is next matrix 2.3.4, that is a qualitative metric, preparation and adherence of academic calendar. This metric is only limited to autonomous colleges, because that what happens, that so far as affiliated colleges are concerned, they had follow the academic calendar of the university, and academic calendar has been prepared by the university. But so far as autonomous colleges are concerned, they prepare their own academic calendar, and when they prepare their own academic calendar, they will we will have to see, it is to see how autonomous colleges prepare their academic calendars, and the delivery of it is also very important. How institution match their calendar with the university academic calendar, this is also very important, that these autonomous colleges should match their calendar with the affiliating university in the jurisdiction of which they come. And also we will have to see how teaching plans are prepared and they are delivered. So all these things are there in this matrix, and it has got 10 marks for autonomous colleges. Thereafter, next key indicator is 2.4 teacher profile and quality. So far as teachers profile and quality is concerned, let me tell you, so far as this is concerned, all indicators, I mean metrics are quantitative, and much more space is not there for we people to speak much more, because so far as the teacher's profile is concerned, at the very beginning how qualified he is should have been seen. Thereafter, what improvements we can motivate him or her in course of time. So first indicator is first matrix is 2.4.1, average percentage of full-time teachers against the sanction post. The weightages for university is 15, autonomous colleges 15, and affiliated colleges 20. How this percentage, average percentage has been calculated? That is first percentage of 1 year, percentage per year, number of full-time teachers into 100 divided by number of sanction post. So the percentage of 1 year will come, then sum the percentage of 5 years and divide it by 5. So you will get average percentage of the full-time teachers against sanction post. So it needs to be near about 80%, I feel, the expectation of NAC is over there. So thereafter, 2.4.2, average percentage of PhD teachers. So again, it should have been calculated per year, number of full-time PhD teachers into 100 and number divided by number of full-time teachers appointed. And when the calculation of 1 year is done, it should have been added sum of 5 years divided by 5. So we will get the average percentage of PhD teachers. So the what we call weightages are 15, 20, 20. Uh, so far as 2.4.3 is concerned, average teaching experience of full-time teachers in the same institution. This is what the new thing has been introduced by the NAC. Here before only the experience was asked. Nowadays they ask in the same institution, because so many times what happens, today I am in the Shankarlal Khandelwal college and my teaching experience is what we call 27 years, but in Shankarlal Khandelwal college it is only 12 years, 13 years, because when from I became principal over here. Before it I was somewhere else for 14 years. So in the same institution, if I consider my experience in Shankarlal Khandelwal college, it is only of 13 years. But total experience is 27 years. So this is how we will have to add, that is sum of the total experience of full-time teachers in the same institution should have been added, divided by number of full-time teachers. You will get the average teaching experience of the teacher. And for that, universities has got 10 marks, autonomous colleges has 15, and affiliated college has 20. So far as 2.4.4 is concerned, average percentage of teachers received award fellowship at national, international level. This matrix is nowadays only meant for universities. Here before it was for autonomous colleges and affiliated college too. But I mean the awards mentioned in all these categories were of not a national or international level. That's why they have just nowadays exempted colleges and autonomous colleges and affiliated colleges. So you will have to give the sum of all those and calculate. The formula has been given, that average number of awards who received into 100 and number of the average teachers in 5 years. So this is how we can calculate the average percentage of teachers received the award. Next, 2.5, evaluation process and reforms. So far as evaluation process and reforms are concerned, all of you know that it is uh, concerned, I mean it is qualitative matrix, and it is now a subject of very concern, that in how many days the university or the affiliated college declare the result, hmm, what you call after last paper the students appear. So here average number of the days in which universities or autonomous colleges declare the result from last day of examination is calculated. That is average sum of the days in 5 years divided by 5. So you will get the average days in which the university or the autonomous college declares the results. Now thereafter, so far as affiliated college is concerned, the result, the activity of declaring result is in the hands of university. But again, we will have to justify it at college level too. How the colleges make know the detailed examination calendar to the students, how internal assessment is done, whether college follows the regulation of university, whether it displays display of the marks on departmental notice board, whether head suggests the reassessment to university, whether department displays the modification on the notice board, whether departments make available original answer script to the students of internal evaluation. All these things are seen, and it has been given 15 marks. So next is 2.5.2, that is grievance and complaints of the students. So whenever there is assessment, there are always the complaints and grievances. So formula for calculating this is formula per year, number of grievances received into 100 divided by number of students appeared. This is so far as universities and autonomous colleges are concerned, they will deal it with directly, and it becomes quantitative metric. But so far as colleges are concerned, it is a qualitative metric. Okay, so how it is qualitative metric? See, colleges will have to give how students issue about internal examination are addressed, whether students and mentors cross check the issues, whether exam section displays the evaluation reports on the notice board, whether students approach to the mentors, whether the mentors resolve the issues in time, and if the student's appeal seems to be right, whether it is forwarded to the concerning university for making it up or solving it. So all these things should have been seen on the college level, and for that 15 marks are given. Now evaluation process and reforms continues, and it is 2.5.3 IT integration and reforms. I mean, here only universities and autonomous colleges are treated, because evaluation is done of affiliated college by university. So affiliated college has given no weightage at all. So whether universities and autonomous colleges are using management information system, this is seen at the time of assessment and accreditation. And if whatever the percentage, whether they are using 100%, whether they are using partial, or whether they are not using anything, accordingly the marks are awarded, and the weightages are 10 and 15. 2.5.4, this is only for the university. It is expected from the university that every university should use 100% examination management system, that is EMS. And if the university has the examination management system 100%, they will definitely get 5 marks. But it is not expected from autonomous colleges, and so far as affiliated colleges are concerned, there is no question of that. Now there is 2.6, student performance and learning outcome. So this is what the key indicator is there, and there is enough what we call confusion or debates for that, but I have tried my level best to make you understand what is POs and COs. POs is the journey, and COs are the destination up to my thinking. So here we reach. So program outcomes are narrow statement that describe what students are expected to know and will be able to do by the time of graduation. So when they are doing their graduation, what they should know, what should they get. At the same time, POS, I mean, these are also narrow statements that describe the knowledge and ability of the graduate. I mean, after completing graduation, what specific domain in which they will have their profession, their future profession, that will that has been what we call described in program specific out. Sorry, here the mistake is there in their slide. So that is program specific outcome. So next, next, 1 minute. 1 minute, just sorry for interruption. So these are so, and so far as COs are concerned, whether the course has student focused learning, whether alignment is there between course and programs, focus on the ability of the student is there or not in the course outcome, focus on the aspect of learning for their future is there or not, whether the learning outcomes are limited and realistic to be accomplished in the semester or not. This has been seen in course outcome, whether the course is specific enough to be what we call measurable. So all these things are seen in it. 2.6.2, attainment of COs and POs. See, formula for calculation of course attainment is 80% of attainment level in semester and exam, and 20% of attainment level in internal assessment. From this we have to state how much percentage of students scored more than class average. We have to calculate class average, and thereafter we have to tell them that how many students are more than class average and less than. Program outcome attainment, the target attainment level of POs and PSOs may be same, but actual attainment level should match with the target attainment level. And the formula for calculating program attainment level is 80% from final result, that is direct method, and 20% from stakeholders feedback. Then 2.6.3.1, pass percentage of the students 1 year. Formula, this is only what we call criteria pertaining to universities and autonomous college, and formula is total number of final year student passed examination into 100 divided by total number of final year students appeared for examination. 2.6.3.2, it pertains to the college passing percentage of student. Here we will have to give the average percentage of 5 years, and how it can be calculated. First, 1 year's percentage of 1 year is calculated. Total number of final year student passed in examination multiplied by 100 divided by total number of final year students appeared for examination. So 1 year is calculated, then sum of the 5 years is made and divided by 5. For this, there are 30 marks to affiliated colleges. And last but not least, student satisfaction survey. All of you know that for student satisfaction survey, universities are assigned with 30 marks, autonomous colleges are assigned with given weightage of 50 points, and affiliated colleges have given the weightage of 60 points. Here what we will have to do, we will have to provide the list of the student to the NAC. And along with the list, we will have to give the email addresses of the students, their ID proofs, their degree program we will have to mention, and providing all this information. How it works? It works like this. Student satisfaction survey was like conducted as per following condition. SSS will be conducted simultaneously with DVV process, that is data verification and validation process. Submit the entire database of the student by email, mobile number at the same time, filling of online SSR itself. The SSR questionnaire, 20 objectives and 1 subjective, will be emailed to all students, and following rule will be applied for processing the responses. A, B, C. It was also mentioned yesterday by K. Muthichilan sir, and the same is there for all colleges. Response should be received from at least 10% of the student population, or 100, whichever is less, will be treated. The college will become the qualified for SSS. For universities, 10% of students, population of 50, whichever is less. Once they achieve that 10% level of 500, whatever is less, they are qualified for SSS. So if the response rate is lower than the limits mentioned by NAC, the metric will not be taken up for evaluation, and you will lose the marks in this matrix. So we should be very careful about providing all has been expected from the what we call NAC for student satisfaction survey. So we have seen what we call all key indicators and the qualitative and quantitative metrics in all 7 key indicators. And after going through it, what I conclude and the conclusion of the whole presentation I put before you, that in this criterion, teaching, learning and evaluation occupies major role in assessment and accreditation. It is the criteria which pertains to actual teaching and learning outcomes. It defines the quality of teachers as well as students. And by considering all these 3 points, finally it decides the grade of the institution. All of you know, one more thing I would like to tell you, that you may score more marks in other criteria, the criterion, but unless and until you score more than 3, that is 3.01 and above, no A plus, A double plus grades are awarded to the institution. So it plays very important role. It has its lion's share in the assessment and accreditation. Actually, the whole higher education system is meant for teaching and learning, and other things are supplementary to this teaching learning process. So up to my thinking, I have tried my level best to complete my presentation within the time, yet I feel that some more time has been taken by me. So I please pardon me, excuse me for that. But if there are question answers, if you have some queries, I am.
Thank you, sir. From your valuable
Okay.
talk, we have cleared about the key indicators, weightage in assessment and accreditation, especially for teaching, learning, and evaluation is 350 marks. How it should be evaluated either by quantitative or qualitative, several criterions in teaching learning process. Thank you, sir.